Oui, madame, je ne quitterai pas. Merci.
Hello.
Hello, Alan. It's Roger. Or as we say nowadays, Monsieur Green.
What the hell's the matter with you? I told you not to call.
Uh-oh, you sound out of sorts. Did I wake you up? See, I keep forgetting the time difference. It's almost noon in Paris.
Look, if you're calling about the job, it's almost set. You'll be going to Hong Kong in a few weeks. I haven't completed the arrangements yet. I'll know.
Oh, gee, just a minute, Alan. I'm sorry. See, I'm not going to Hong Kong.
What?
I've changed my mind. I hope you didn't go to too much trouble finding a slot for me.
What are your plans?
Well, I thought that I'd just kind of pop on back to Springfield.
Well, that's insane.
Now, don't worry. Nobody will recognize me. Maybe not even you.
Look, you said you'd stay out of the country. That was part of the agreement.
See, but I never knew how much I'd miss the good old US of A. You know, apple pie, hot dogs, the whole bit. You know, and there are a few things that I'd like to speak to you about, too. And it's always nicer in person.
If you come back and you're recognized, you'll go to prison.
I intend to be careful. Believe me. I just want to see my daughter.
Roger, forget about your daughter and forget about your life here. It's over. If you come back, I won't help you. I won't even see you. And if you think you can threaten me, you don't know who you're dealing with.
Alan.
Just no good for us anymore. It's not your fault, it's me, it's what I've done. It's always there between us. You could make any woman happy, but not me. Oh, Eddie used to be so wonderful. I just don't want you ever to know that I've been pretending about so many things. It's better if I just go.
And now, the guiding light.
It's wonderful he's coming back today. I'm so glad he's all right.
Could have been killed.
Fortunately, he's young and strong.
Mother, I don't know what I would have done if he had died.
We mustn't think about that, darling. The important thing is he's all right, and he's coming back here where we can take care of him until he's on his feet again.
Well, I'm going to take very good care of him.
Well, at least he won't have to worry about his hospital bills.
It was very good of you, Mother.
Well, you know how I feel about it. I just remembered I left a window open on the 3rd floor. It's near the storage area where I keep my furs and my clothes. I'm afraid of this storm.
I can go shut it for you if you want.
I hate to ask you to do that, but it could do a great deal of damage.
Okay. How do I get there?
It's the door to the left, at the top of the stairs, on the 3rd
Is it locked?
No. No, but sometimes the door sticks. When you open the knob, if you just push it, it will open. Just push it hard.
Fine.
It just slipped out of my head! Mother, why didn't you let me do it? Something else! Hurry! Hurry! Hurry up! Mother, get out of the way!
Doesn't have any food in his kitchen. I'm gonna have to go shopping.
Yes, that's a good idea, darling.
Well, I'm not sure I'll have time. I have to get to the hospital by 9 o'clock. If all goes well, he'll be coming home this morning. Are you coming?
I'll be along in a bit. He's coming home. He suspects. He's not sure, but he suspects.
Rita?
Ed.
Hi. You're up already?
Yes.
Oh, God, I've overslept. I must have forgotten to set the alarm last night. I'm supposed to be at Cedars in a half hour to check on that critical patient of mine. I guess something must have distracted me last night. Hey, you're all dressed. What are you doing?
Ed, I'm going away.
What?
I'm going away for a few days.
What are you talking about? Wait.
Ed,
Why?
I have to.
Where are you going? Why?
I don't know. I'm back home for a few days.
Why? Something wrong?
I need some time to myself.
Time away from me.
Yes.
Honey, I thought that we'd begun to work things out last night.
Ed,
Then so why do you feel that you have to go away? What kind of a marriage is this?
things have happened and I just can't seem to work them out in my head. There's just no use talking about it.
No use talking about it.
We have talked about Holly and Roger and Christina and all the rest. There's just nothing more to say.
Were you just going to leave me without telling me? Did you want me to just wake up and find you gone?
Ed, this is hard for me, too.
What is? What is hard for you?
Everything. My feelings are just all confused, that's all.
Your feelings about me?
Ed, I don't want you to worry. This has nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with me? I'm your husband. If you're so unhappy that you feel you have to leave me, it has everything to do with me. When did you decide this? Had you decided this when we went to bed last night? Were you thinking about it while we were making love last night?
No. It's just something I have to work out for myself.
You really don't love me at all, do you?
Ed, I love you very much. Please believe that.
Rita, why can't you be honest with me? You know, that's our only problem.
I better go.
Rita! Why are you doing this to us?
Ed, Please, just trust me.
Trust you? What the hell's... What is it?
Ed, please let me go.
No. No, I don't want you to go. I want you to stay.
Ed, I can't.
Rita, if you love me, if you really love me, then you've got to stay. We've got to work this out.
Ed,
Honey, look, I've got to go to Cedars right now. I can't get out of it, but... Please, I'm begging you. I'm asking you. I want another chance to talk to you. Please.
All right.
Honey, take that to your room, all right? Let your dad and I talk.
Okay. Thanks for bringing it over, Dad.
You're welcome, son. About his trust. I'm in charge of it, as you know, if you have any questions.
I hope it will be administered in his very best interest.
Well, you needn't worry. I have his best interests at heart, too.
Oh, yes, of course.
By the time he was of age, it should be a substantial amount of money.
I'd like him to get everything that his grandfather left him.
He'll have considerably more. It's highly unlikely that I'll have any more children, so he'll inherit everything of mine as well. Oh, by the way, do you happen to know who received the blind trust from my father's will?
No. How would I? Alan, I never even spoke to your father. No, you'd have a much better idea of what was in his mind when he made out that will, much more so than I.
I have an idea who it is. I'm just not sure.
Well, it's not me, if that's what you're thinking. Someone... Jackie, I don't know. You knew you remarried.
Have you heard from her?
That's a strange question coming from her husband.
It seems to amuse you that she's divorcing me.
Doesn't amuse me at all. She called yesterday. She asked about Philip. She didn't speak of you. She didn't tell me her plans. Nothing.
She going to stay in Chicago?
Alan, I have no idea. I admire her. Took me years to understand you were impossible to live with. Didn't take her nearly as long.
Jackie's made a serious mistake. She completely misunderstands how I feel about her or the marriage.
And Hope Bauer? She misunderstand your feelings about Hope Bauer? Misunderstand you're chasing her all over Europe?
That's enough,
And
Elizabeth.
getting it in the newspapers as well? You spared me that when we were married. You were somewhat more discreet then.
You don't understand anything about Hope or me.
Oh, I understand well enough. She's young. She's pretty. And she's Mike's daughter.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think it's pretty obvious. You're using her to get back at Mike.
That's not true.
You don't care if she's hurt as long as you have your revenge. And you have it. Mike loves her very, very much. He is sick that she's seeing you.
Well, if he's so upset, I'm sure he knows where to go for comfort. Your concern for Mike is painfully obvious. I thought that might have changed when you married Justin. Justin. Isn't that funny? We haven't mentioned him once. But of course, your thoughts are elsewhere.
Alan, you shut up.
You still seeing Mike?
Look, I want you to know something. I am very happy with Justin. Now, I think you'd better go.
The virtuous wife. I know how difficult that must be.
Alan, you get out.
I just passed my physical.
Oh, great.
But not with flying colors. He's still gonna have to take it easy for a while.
I'll make sure he does.
Okay, you take good care of him.
I will.
So, Ben, good luck to you. And you're going to come back for your physical on Monday, right?
Right. Thank you.
Good. See you Monday. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too, Doctor.
Ben's a lucky man.
Goodbye, Dr.
Goodbye.
Phillips. Well, just about ready to ready to go home?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks for coming by.
Everything's ready for you at home. I did some grocery shopping.
Oh, great, thanks.
And I'm gonna make up a bed for you on the sofa. You shouldn't be taking those stairs.
Okay, you just get through nursing your mother, now you got me, huh?
I don't mind. Are you okay?
Yeah, Amanda, there were some things about the accident.
What?
How long had that door to the attic been boarded up?
For years, ever since the garage burned down.
And why was it unboarded?
Didn't Mother tell you?
Well, she told me that I misunderstood her directions.
Oh. The carpenter made a mistake. It was just last week. He came to fix the railing on the stairway, and Mother asked him to fix the window upstairs, and... Well, he misunderstood, and somehow he ended up taking the slats off the door.
But why would he do that? I mean, I'm sure he could see how dangerous it was, a door leading to nowhere.
Ben, it was a horrible mistake. I hope you don't blame Mother and me too much.
No, I'm not blaming anyone. I just want to know what happened.
Mother feels terrible about it. She's glad that you're going to be staying at the guest house until you're better. She'll do anything she can to make up for it.
He'll be here soon. He suspects me. Oh, what'll he say to Amanda? No, she won't believe him. He won't say anything. And he won't go to the police. He can't be sure. He can't be. Well, he won't be able to get around very well for a while. He'll be almost an invalid. And he'll be here, alone, when Amanda isn't with him. She mustn't suspect, ever. I have no choice. I've got to do it right this time.
Well, if it makes any difference to you, you said you wanted to cheer me up.
Hmm.
Well, you did.
Really?
Yes, I feel better. I think I'll survive.
Good. Comes Greg Fairbanks.
Great.
Katie, do you have anything for me?
The lab called. They said they'll have the rest before noon.
Oh, good, thanks.
Dr. Fairbanks.
Yes.
I just want to congratulate you on your appointment.
Well, thank you. I hope I can do the place justice.
I'm sure you will.
Anyway, how much longer is your residency in internal medicine?
About 6 weeks.
Oh. Do you have any plans then?
Well, I'm not sure, really.
Well, I've heard good things about you. Katie, I'm going down to Dr. Emerson's office, and if the lab report comes in, would you call the secretary, please?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
This is not the only hospital in the world, you know. I'm going to start applying for other jobs.
Mark, you can't do that. You belong here. Don't give up. Dr. Fairbanks isn't qualified to carry your medicine
Come
bag.
on, he's a very qualified doctor.
I don't like him.
Katie, don't be silly.
How can you be so nice? It's probably all that sleep you got.
Must be. You know, frustrated women are famous for insomnia.
Where'd you hear that?
That's a well-known fact.
Well, I happen to sleep like a baby.
You do.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
And always alone.
Well, if you hadn't conked out last night...
What?
Mark, I was in a very sympathetic mood last night. I probably would have done anything to make you feel better.
Really? Anything? Anything? Not anything.
Would you get out?
Really?
Hey, Evie.
Oh, hi.
Just come here. I want to tell you something.
Okay.
I got the staff appointment.
You did? That's wonderful. When did you find out?
Yesterday, the board met and they told me right away. I would have called you up and had you come out and help me celebrate, but I know you would have turned me down.
Well, to tell you the truth, I was spending most of the night with the mechanics with my car being fixed.
How's it doing?
Forget it.
Listen, Evie, I'm in kind of a bind, and I want to know if you'd help me out with something.
Sure.
Well, I'm up to my ears in work, and I desperately need an apartment. Is there any chance that you might do a little apartment hunting for me?
No. I'll do my best, so I can tell you. I'll just ask a couple friends, just, see what's around.
I appreciate that. Oh, there's Dr. Emerson. I need to see him.
Okay,
Thank you.
sure.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Dr. Emerson.
Hiya.
Hi. He certainly seems happy, doesn't he?
I guess so. Hey, listen, have you seen Rita?
She's not in today. That leave of absence, you know.
Leave of absence?
Yeah. I don't know. I was told she was taking one. She's gonna be gone for a while. I thought you knew about it.
No, I didn't.
Hello.
What are you doing here?
Well, I called your office and they said that you wouldn't be in. So.
Yes, I left you a message.
Oh, I got it. I gather tomorrow is the big day.
That's right.
May I come in?
Just for a moment. I have things to do.
Oh, is somebody here?
No, What do you want?
I guess I just want a little reassurance.
You needn't worry. All the arrangements have been made. The surgery will go well.
I hope so.
It is entirely natural to be nervous before you go into surgery.
Tell me the truth. When you're through with this whole procedure, will people still be able to recognize me?
Yes, it is entirely possible. To avoid recognition completely, you would have to devise some sort of disguise.
What about the scars?
The scars from the procedure on your face will be completely hidden. The scars on your chest, as I told you, we can modify them somewhat, but they cannot be completely removed. Are you having second thoughts about the operation? Is that why you're here?
No.
It is not too late to change your mind. You are a very attractive man. Why do you want to change the way you look? If there are people you don't want to recognize,
I haven't changed my mind about the operation.
Very well.
I enjoyed myself very much last night. Did you?
Yes.
I really enjoy being with you. Can I see you tonight?
You're going into the hospital tomorrow. You should rest.
Please. Let me just come by for a little while. Just a drink. I just might need to talk.
All right. You can come back this evening. But now, please, will you go?
Sure. So, I'll just see you later this evening then.
All right.
Bye.
I'm back.
Is Ben all right?
Well, his doctor said he's going to be just fine if he takes it easy for a little while. And he's not supposed to move around very much. I just got him settled in, and I'm going to go back and fix him some lunch.
Oh. Well, I must go over and welcome him home.
Maybe you better not. Not today, Mother.
Why not?
Well, I think he's just a little upset about what's happened. I don't think you two should talk right now.
Not talk?
Oh, Mother, I think he's just upset, that's all.
What do you mean? With me?
I don't know.
Well, I certainly hope that he doesn't blame me for what happened.
I think he doesn't understand why that door was unboarded.
Well, didn't you tell him that the carpenter just misunderstood my instructions?
Yes, I did.
Darling, it was a terrible accident. I told him so myself. I told him that I assumed some of the responsibility because it happened here in my house, but I think I've done enough to make amends. Really, I think Ben must assume some responsibility, too. He misunderstood my instructions.
Yes, Mother, I know.
I risked my life to save him. I could have fallen. In fact, I slipped and then I almost did. I still dream about it. I was very frightened. Don't tell Ben.
All right.
It really hurts me that... It hurts me that he blames me. I was dreadfully frightened. I can still remember how it felt going up those stairs to save him.
I know, I was frightened too.
You heard what the doctor said when I had the stroke. I must avoid stress. It's dangerous.
Mother, I've been so worried about Ben, I haven't even thought about that.
Well, his attitude hurts me a great deal. I've cared for him as though he were my own son.
This was a good idea.
You like it here?
Mm-hmm. Then I seem to like everywhere I am with you.
There are few tourists here. It makes it nicer.
Yes. Yes, I'm not particularly fond of tourists.
Tourists or just Americans? There are so many things you do not want to talk about.
Oh, I think I've told you a lot about myself.
I do not understand your moods. Tell me, do you think of your daughter very much?
All the time.
And her mother, did you love her?
I guess so. I think I did anyway. I don't want to talk about her. You're very beautiful, you know. You don't like to hear that.
No.
I guess that's because you've heard it so often. It's a funny thing. Tomorrow, I'm putting myself entirely under your power. And yet you seem to be afraid of me.
Perhaps I am.
Why?
Arthur, tell me something. Now, be honest.
I will try.
Do you own a gun?
Why do you ask a thing like that?
Well, because last night at the carnival, when you were shooting at those wooden figures, I noticed something in your eyes.
Well, to answer your question, no, I do not own a gun. And what do you see in my eyes right now?
Feelings. But I don't know what they mean either.
I think you do. You know that I'm lonely. And you are so very lovely. In fact, the first time I saw you. Why don't you have a lover?
What makes you think I don't?
Because if you did, you wouldn't be here with me right now.
Maybe I am unlucky like you. Well, shall we go to dinner? It would be better for you to eat early tonight, because before going in the hospital, you cannot have anything for 12 hours. Hmm?
Whatever you say, Doc.
I know a good place.
Your apartment?
I am not a very good cook.
I'll take my chances. Excuse me.
Surely.
Why are you following me?
Monsieur,
Who hired you?
you are mistaken, monsieur.
No, I'm not mistaken. I've seen you too many places. Paris, Lausanne, isn't that right?
I have not been following you. You are disturbing me.
I haven't even begun. Now look, I know who hired you. You go back to him and tell him I've spotted you and I don't like it. I'm warning you. I don't want to see you again.
Can I get you anything else?
No, thank you.
Okay.
It's very good.
Do you blame Mother for the accident?
No, I just don't understand some of the things that she's done, that's all. I mean, at first she was so mad at me that she ordered me to move out, and now she acts like nothing at all happened. She even started talking about how she loves me like her own son.
No, she's changeable, you know that. Besides, I think she was hoping. I think she still hopes that you're going to stay after all. And I did tell her that I was going to move out after you left.
Yeah, that would do it.
I think that she was indulging herself in a lot of accusations until she realized that she can't carry on like that. Otherwise, she's going to find herself alone. She's changed. I mean, she's realized she's had to, Ben. What's wrong?
I just can't get it out of my mind, that's all. I mean, I was almost killed.
Hello.
I don't like being followed.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the man you hired to follow me from Lausanne.
You're crazy.
You're wasting your money, Alan. What do you expect him to tell you? Where I am? Don't worry. I plan to keep you fully posted.
You said something very foolish this morning. I hope you've given it more thought.
I'm still coming back to Springfield.
What's wrong with you?
I've got a lot on my mind, Alan. I'm going in the hospital tomorrow. I find I'm being followed all over Paris. I don't like it. I don't like you lying to me.
Why do you want to come here? Is it your daughter?
I told you, I want to see you. We have some things to discuss.
If there's anything to discuss, we can do it long distance. You'd be crazy to take the risk, and if you're at all concerned about your child, she's better off forgetting you.
Listen to me. I'll do what I want, when I want. I don't take advice or warnings from you or anybody. I'll do what I want with my daughter, and it's none of your damn business. And don't hire anyone, ever, to follow me again.
Ben?
Lucille.
May I come in for a moment? I thought you might like a piece of cake.
Thanks, I'm not hungry.
Well, maybe late. I made it myself. It was Carmen's day off, so I thought I'd putter around the kitchen. I used to be a very good cook, or so they told me. It's good to have you home again, Ben.
Yeah, well, apparently I'm gonna recover. Oh.
Can I help you with that?
No, I can do it.
No, I'm glad to. Here you go.
Thank you.
I'm glad to see you working again. That's very good. I like that. Well, Amanda said I shouldn't come over today. Perhaps she was right.
No, actually, I'm glad you came by. I want to ask you some things.
Oh?
Why was that door unboarded?
I told Amanda about that. Hasn't she told you? I had a carpenter fix a rail on the stairs last week, and I asked him to go up to the 3rd floor to repair some things. He misunderstood me.
Just like I misunderstood you when you told me what door to open.
Yes, Ben, you misunderstood. I am terribly sorry you had this accident. I'm particularly sorry that you had it in my house. But, Ben, I have tried to make amends, and you were mistaken. I'm just glad you weren't more seriously ill. It would have been a tragedy if a young man so talented as you... I've been having nightmares about it.
Yeah, Amanda told me.
If you remember, I admired you as an artist before I ever knew you. Your work is very important to me. Your future as an artist. Before we had these difficulties, I was trying to help you. I still would help you if you'd let me. Ben, you don't know how important you are to me.
So why do you pretend?
I'm not pretending. When Amanda threatened to leave, I was forced to look at myself, at my behavior, and I realized I'd been unreasonable and unfair to both you and Amanda. Ben, we've had our differences, but my feelings for you are very real. It's terribly important to me that we get along.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be moving out of here as soon as I'm well.
And what about Amanda?
I don't know. Why don't you ask her?
Are you two planning to live together?
No, Lucille.
But you have encouraged her to leave.
I have never encouraged her. It was her idea. You can't accept that, can you? That she's going to have a life of her own away from you.
Ben, I love Amanda more than anything in the world.
You love her when she's weak, when she's under your thumb. You don't like to see her strong. And you don't want her to have a life of her own. You never have.
You're very unfair to me. Terribly unfair.
Oh, you have cheated her so much all these years. You resent her music, anything that makes her happy. And you're lying to her about Brandon Spaulding.
I have told her the truth. I've told her everything. Ben, you've said some terrible things to me. Terrible things. Surely you must know you're wrong.
I know that you're concealing something. Something about Brandon and Amanda. And something about how he died.
You're mistaken.
I am going to find out the truth.
And when you do find out, I'm sure you will find out that you are wrong about me and think better of me. Well, Amanda said I shouldn't come today. Perhaps she was right. I hope you like the cake. I did make it especially for you.
Here we are. Well,
Would you care for a drink?
Thanks, I think I've had enough.
All right. Arthur, you were, quite upset by that man in the bar tonight. Who did you call on the telephone?
Doesn't matter.
I saw your face. You were upset. Arthur, what's going on?
The man that I spoke with was following me. It doesn't matter. He won't anymore.
Are you in danger?
No.
Arthur, I want to know. Can I be of any help?
Is that what you've been thinking of? That I'm in danger?
I don't know what to think. You've told me so little.
Now listen. You mustn't worry about me. I'm not in danger now. Don't be afraid.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're afraid of your feelings.
Perhaps you are right.
Let me stay with you tonight.
Arthur, please.
Please. You are so beautiful. I have wanted you from the minute I saw you.
This has been The Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, Stephen Burrows for Cop Ferrat and Barney's.